let's not forget, next week is patch. Right now, we've been talking a lot about 10.1, and it's kind of overshadowed 10.0.7, but this hits next week on March 21st. Tuesday reset will be the launch of 10.0.7. So this should be some exciting stuff. Let's go over again what 10.0.7 is bringing for us. The return to the Forbidden Reach. Yes, a fully new, this is not a new zone, but this is the starting zone of the Drakthir. We'll be going back to it. Everybody who hasn't been there, if you never made a Drakthir, you haven't been there yet. The starting zone of the Drakthir will be a new area for us to hang out, quest, and do some new stuff, and extend the story, the current story of Dragonflight. Monk class will be extended, remember that. We got Draenei Worgens and Goblins being able to create monks. So that's another cool thing. The Winterpelt Furbog faction. The addition of a new faction, the Winterpelt Furbog. Speak a language no one seems to understand. Learn to understand it. They're kind of playing on the whole... we had this same thing in Zereth Mortis. Remember, we had to learn their language. And the more rep we got with them, essentially, the more language we learned with them. Well, they're doing that again, but with this Furbog faction. So that'll be a cool thing to do. Bane's Search. This will be a fun quest line. I've heard a lot of cool stuff about this thing. I kept myself pretty much spoiler-free. But in the Onaharan Plains, essentially, we are going to get a quest line with Bane. The return of Badass Bane, I should say, from what I've heard. There's going to be a cool storyline to play out with Bane, so that should be pretty fun. Faction Envoys. Represent a Dragon Isle major faction every day by visiting the Envoy of the Forbidden Reach and earn 10% increased reputation for your chosen major faction for the day. Very cool. So this is another way to kind of gain rep and do that. Orc and Human Heritage armor coming in this patch as well. Don't forget that. Pretty nice sets. Again, you know, the human one, not bad, I would say. I've seen better. Embrace your legacy, yep, and do the heritage armor sets. Recruit a friend update, don't forget, that's another thing. All new rewards arriving for Recruit a Friend, letting you bring the new and returning friends to World of Warcraft. To learn more about Recruit a Friend, you can click here. I'll send this in chat, again, for anybody who wants the patch notes. Again, this is hitting Tuesday. Don't forget. New achievements, flying for Battle of Azeroth zones, no longer required for battle. No longer require Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder. We talked about that yesterday. Yes, Pathfinder will be gone. You'll be able to fly in all BFA zones. Characters, new hair colors available for orcs and humans. And then we have a bunch of class updates. I'm not going to go through all these. Paladins are getting a shit ton of reworks. I mean, look at all that Paladin shit. Paladin essentially is getting a fully... Paladin's going to be brand new in this patch. So if you're a Paladin, I suggest you check out those patch notes for Paladins. Lots of changes. Dragon riding. All right. Discover new dragon riding glyphs in the Forbidden Reach. You will get aerial halt and airborne recovery. Flapping back, reducing your forward speed for aerial halt, and airborne recovery. Let me fast forward this. Airborne recovery is activating aerial halt while affected by Thrill of the Skies will generate one bigger. Interesting. 16 new customization manuscripts for your dragons. Put your dragon riding skills to the test with 6 new races. Dragon riding race world quests will have a new icon. Dragon riding traits can now be refunded with a right click. Dragon riding traits no longer require confirmation to unlock. And fixing any issues with player spells and visual effects. Very cool. Elemental Storms. Another world event will be going down. Primal Focus for the Forbidden Reach. They are concentrating their attacks around the Dragon Isles, reducing storm count to 1 was 2. Okay, so we're going to have elemental storms going down all over the place, and you'll be able to do those and get some loot. Enemies and NPCs, updates to those, items and rewards, more updates, power quests, vendors, yeah, that's fine. A bunch of stuff there. Pet battle updates, PvP updates. We're not going to read all this. Professions updates, yes, as well. Quests, user interface and accessibility updates, and then the update to the WoW Companion app. Lots coming. And again, we've kind of overlooked a lot of this because of all of the changes coming in 10.1 has really taken the center stage. But yes, 10.0.7 going live March 21st.